Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be answering Computer Science Paper 3 June 2019 O Level What Group 3 answers. So here's the question paper. Let's quickly scroll down it. Okay, we'll go to the first question. Do all these tasks 1, 2 and 3 specify in the section paper, in the question paper. Task 1 carries 20 marks. The following is an article written by a journalist for publication in a journal. So here's the article. Then the next is say perform the following. Name the word processor including the version installed on your computer. So for that, we just come to our menu button. We'll click on our menu button. This pops up. We'll type what? Oh, type what? You'll see here. So the word processor that is launched, it is Office, and its version is 2013. So that's what they're asking us to write here. So that's what we write in this space. Now they say open a new word processor document. So open a new word processor document. So I type my words and I enter into it. So it has opened. I take blank document. Okay. The next is set the page layout to landscape. So we should set the page layout to landscape. To put the page in landscape, we'll come to page layout. We'll take orientation. We'll click on the arrow down and we'll click on landscape. So I've put our page layout to what? Landscape. The next question says set the margin at 2.5 centimeters on the left, right, top and bottom. So for the margins, we also come to page layout. We'll come to margins. You take customize. Oh yeah, you can already see here top 2.5 centimeters, left 2.5, bottom. So just take this one, click on it. Oh no, that was not it. So take margin, we'll come to customize. Yeah, and now here, when you see these things with quote, it's in inches, but they say 2.5 centimeters. So here we'll put our centimeters. Centimeters is different from inch. So put centimeters. There's also bottom 2.5 centimeters, right 2.5 centimeters, and then we'll click on OK. So I've set our margin. The next 3. So that was 3 marks plus the 2 up. That was already 5. 3 without the borders. So they're telling us without this border here, this black line out of the text. So you say without type, without the borders, the article in figure 1 with the following format. The title should be use Arial bold, 15 point font and align center. Okay. The paragraph should be the Times New Roman 11 point font and align justified. So let's type in the text. Okay, so I already typed it. I'll just import it here. So here's the text. Okay, here's the text. So now here B says, so you guys, you have the exercise to type all this. So I've already typed it, so I just copy and paste. So you will type it now and follow the steps where I am now. They say A, set the page layout. They say A, the title should be Arial, bold, 15 point and centered. So we'll come and select our title. They say our title should be Arial. We'll come to home. So here the Arial is the font type. So click here and we'll take Arial. Or we can just type. We can type Arial. So here is it. We'll take Arial. They say it should be bold and should have a font size of 15. We write 11 here and put 15. And we press enter. The justification should be at the center. So that's what they're asking us to do for the title. Then we'll continue with the question. This next, the paragraph should be Times New Roman 11 point font and align justify. So we'll select all the paragraphs. They say the paragraph should be Times New Roman. That's the font type. So here we'll type Times New Roman. Press enter. the font type to be 11, good, and justify, yes, justify here. We'll click here. This is left justify. This is right justify, pardon. This is left justify, and this align center. So okay, we have justified it. We'll move on to the next question. That's 4. Arrange the first paragraph to have 3 columns. So we'll come to the first paragraph, we'll select it. To select, you left click. I want to start here, we left click and you drag. So we select, we'll come to page layout, we'll take columns. So they say should have what, 2 columns, we'll take 2. No, they said 3, pardon, sorry. We'll take 3. So that's it. The next, they say the first paragraph to have 3 columns, the second 2 columns, and the third to have 3 columns. So come the second to have 2 columns, so come to column 2, and the third to have 3 columns. Also select, come to column and take 3. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, it doesn't come here because the text is so short, that's why you don't see it displaying here. Yes, we'll continue. 5. Insert a comment in the first paragraph that reads, "This is written without any publicity," on the sentence that begins with "according to." So we'll come to the first paragraph. Where's a sentence that begins with "according to"? Here's it. So we'll put our cursor here. We'll come to review, and then we'll take what, new comment, and here we'll type in the comment. So this comes, we'll type in the comment here. So what are we supposed to type? They say this is written without any publicity. So that's what we're typing there. So right here, this is written without any publicity. So that's it. We'll finish. Okay, when finish, you can click here. So I've already did a comment. The next, insert a rectangle at the end of the third paragraph in which the journalist will eventually insert his signature. So once you insert a triangle at the end of the third paragraph, so go at the end of the third paragraph. So we're there. To insert, you come to insert. We take what, shape, and we need a rectangle. So I can draw my rectangle here for him to, for the journalist to sign. But for rectangle, I want it to be empty. So I'll take here, and I want the outer shape to be black, not this. So I'll come at shape outline, and I choose black. So that's my rectangle. I choose black. Okay, so that's my rectangle. We'll go to the next question. Save your work as task 1 and print task 1. So to save your work, you come to File, you take a save as, you browse your candidate folder. So the first thing that always asks you in the GCE is to create a candidate folder on your desktop. So your candidate folder always be on desktop, so you click on desktop, and when you create your candidate folder, you name it with your candidate number. So here's mine here. I enter into it, and then I save it as what? I write what is here, and I save it as tax 1, and I press save. So it has saved. Now they say I should print my work. To print it, use Ctrl P if your machine is connected to a printer. But if your machine is not connected to a printer, what you do, you just leave it. The examiner will pass by with a USB key, collect your work, and go and print. Yeah. So that was all for the Word. Very easy. So you can have this your 20 marks. It's very easy. So we'll move on to the Excel part. 2. 20 marks. The members of a certain village meeting made contributions for skinning fund SF, saving S, and other contributions C. From each of these headings, money to compensate the executive member is deducted. This money is calculated by multiplying the amount in each heading by its coefficients. The total per member is then the sum of the amount from the different heading. The situation of payment of the end of October in a certain year can be seen in figure 2. So yes, figure 2. Okay, move to the first question. Perform the following. 1. Open an appropriate application software and key in figure 2. So here for spreadsheets, when we have anything dealing with spreadsheets, calculations, we use Excel. So I'll go on my start menu and I type Excel. So here's it, and I click enter. So here's my Excel page. So they say we should open an appropriate application software and key in. Here, key means that we should type in what is in figure 2. That's 4 marks for that. So we'll start with this first. Here we are seeing that insert A, row 1 and 2 has been merged. The same thing for B up to what? E. So we'll do that. Row 1 and 2, we'll merge it. So we'll select the 2 and we'll click on merge. We'll do the same thing for B, C, D, and E. So yes. And you saw how I did this. I just came right here at the H here when I see this plus and I drag. If you just drag anywhere, it will not do the same. You need to drag where you see this small plus. You already drag, you copy the same properties of the cell to each other cells. Okay, we'll move back to the equation. And now I'm seeing here from up here, this one up, from F up to I has been merged. From F up to I has been merged. So I select the region. To select, you left click and you drag, then I click on merge. And here also J has been merged. So that's it. Then we type in. The first one have SN number. The next one name of member. The next one total SF. The next one total S. The next one total C. So we're going to type it also. We're going to type all the headings as they gave us. So let's go and type it. Go to our Excel and we'll respect the order. Here we have S/N O. All of them are in capital letter. Next we have name of member. Now here what do we see? We see when we click in another cell, we see this cell is so small for it, so we can enlarge it here. You come right up here in the middle of B and C, where you see this plus with arrows. You drag onto the size that you want. So I like this size, so I'll leave it there. The next total SF. Okay, that one is okay in the cell. The next total S. The next total C. The next money for compensation. Here was from SF. Here was from S. Here was from C. When you make an error, you want to go by, just press Ctrl Z shortcut. Okay, next was total per member. So yeah, it does also go all. It doesn't. The cell is so small, but when we look at their own here is the total is up and member is down. So if you press enter, it will not go down. What you have to do here is you select the cell and click on wrap text. So that's it. It has gone down. Now I can arrange it to be by increasing the width of the cell. So that's the total per member. Okay, increase, multiplying the cell. So that's it. And now the last one is remarks. Okay, So we're done. What we can discover again is that in the question what they gave us, it is in the middle, it is centralized, align everything. So we select all the top, and then we come here, put in the middle, good. So now then we type in the data that I've given us. So I've already typed it, so I'll just copy and paste, as I already have it here. I'll just copy and paste. Okay, so you need to type them all. Okay, let me copy. I already did it here. So here's it. I copy and then come and paste. Okay, so that's it. We'll move on to the next question. We'll move on then to the next question. The next question says write down the formula to calculate the money of compensation from SF in cell F3. And up here they gave us how to calculate the money of compensation. They say here this money is calculated by multiplying the amount of each heading by its coefficient. So let's go back to our Excel. Here to get the money for compensation from S, we'll take its heading, which is this for this person issue, times what? The coefficient of SF. So this is it. So what we write here, write equals to what? The total of SF for issue times its coefficient. Now as I wondered if I want to go to the next person, Killian, so it was he under okay, no, I've made an error here. This cell no need to be there. I already copy with this other cell. We don't need to have it here. We need to calculate it. Okay, so here put a formula. Note that all formulas start with equals to. Even on the candidate booklet, on your booklet, they ask for the formula. You always start with equals to. You put equals to before you start. So equals to what? This times its coefficients. So I wonder when I go down here, if I want to drag it for all, when I go down here, it should still remain this coefficient. So what will I do? I'll put a dollar sign in between so that it should not change. Then I press enter, it calculates the value, and then I drag it for all. So if I come to this last cell, I'm saying here it takes this one times this one. So this one doesn't change, it's because of what? The dollar sign. So that's what they're asking us to do in the next two questions. So here we write down the formula to calculate the money of compensation from SF in cell F3. We write down the formula here. Then we'll calculate the money of compensation from SF for each member, which is already done. We just drag it and does for all. Then the next, write down the formula to calculate the money of compensation from S in cell G3. So we'll come in cell G3. Here's G3. We'll write the formula. We'll start to equals to what? Equals to its heading here times its coefficient, which is this. So the same thing here, I don't want the coefficient to change. What do I do? I'll put a dollar sign in between C and the coefficient. Then I press enter. Then the next question says we should do for all each member. We just drag it. So on our ancient booklet, this is what we write. This formula, this is what we write on the space provided. We'll move to the next question. Calculate the money for compensation of S for each member. Already done. Write down the formula to calculate the money of compensation from C in cell H3. So come to cell H3. Here's it. We'll start with equals to the total of C times what? Times its coefficient, the coefficient of C, and then we'll press enter. The next question will say we should do also for all members. Okay, yeah. What do you see? I forgot the dollar sign. If you see my formula, that's when I come here, the cell also moves down. So that was an error that I forgot, so we'll just correct it. So here we need to put a dollar sign in between, then press enter, and we'll redo it back. We'll drag it for all. Yes, we'll drag it for all, and that's it. Good. Now we'll move on to the next question. Calculate the total contribution by each member towards the compensation for the executive so far. So for the compensation, we want to calculate the total for the compensation for each member. So you just put equals to, so it is the sum of what? This plus what? This plus what? This. Press enter, and we'll do the same for all. So it gives me this. Then we'll move to the next question. Write down the formula in cell J3 that will insert the word insufficient if a member's contribution is not up to 12,000 and sufficient otherwise. So here we're going to use an if statement, because here we have a condition to check. If that condition is true, we'll follow a certain instructions, but if it is false, we'll follow a certain instructions. So that's why we're going to use if. Remember, we always start writing our formula with what? An equals to. So say equals to if what? If what is what? We are checking what the criteria on what? On the total per member. So if what the total compensation is what? Is less than 12,000. What do? We put comma. The next thing that comes is for the true value. So yeah, I want it to display a character. We put a character in double quotes, and the character there that we have to display is insufficient. But if it's not true, what should we do? If it's not true, we print sufficient. That's if it's greater than or equals to what? 12,000. We print what? Sufficient. Then we lock our brace and press enter. So here you can see for this guy, it said insufficient because his amount is what? Lesser than 12,000. So we'll just drag here to do for all. Our cell is small, we increase the width of our cell. Okay, so that's it. We'll move to the next question. They say calculate the total that each member has contributed so far towards the compensation of executive members for that year. So here they have not even given us a cell to calculate and store the value. So we can create our own cell using the same properties. Merge this and we'll align it in the center. Then I write what? Total. Okay, so the total will be, we'll start equals to, will be this guy plus this guy plus this guy. Then we'll press enter. We'll drag it down for all, and we have this. The next question. Next question says save your work as task 2. Then you print task 2. So to save, the same method will come to file. We'll take save as. We'll browse to our candidate folder, which is found where? In the desktop. Look for desktop, and this is my candidate folder here. Then I save it as what? As here we rename it as task 2. And I click on save. Okay, I already had a folder with this name. So okay. Okay, as task 2. Okay, that's it. We have saved it. Then we'll print. Control P to print your work. But now look at something. When we're printing, it doesn't print all the cell. It ends from C. So here, what do we need to do? When we see this type of case, if our printing ends here, we change the format of the page. We put a page toward landscape. Then when we print now, everything enters. Let's try to print. Control P. So now everything enters our page. But what can we discover? Our table don't have borders. There's no borders. Why in the question, the table that they gave us in the question has borders. They never told us to put it, but we need to put it because they say we should key in what is here. So we need to type everything that is here exactly. So here it has borders, and our own doesn't have borders. Its borders goes up to 19. So we'll go to our Excel sheet and put borders. To put borders, what do? We'll select the area. I want to put borders from here up to here. I've selected it. I come to the home menu, and then I take down the font family. I click here and I take all borders. So it puts the borders. If I print it now, if I print it, Control P, you will see that now it comes out with borders. Perfect, exactly as the game. So that was all for the Excel part. So now we're going to go to the programming part of the question. Okay, that's task 3. 10 marks. The C and Pascal program below performs the same task. Select any one of them and answer the question that follows. C program. So they've given us a C program and they've given us a Pascal program. So in most cases, they usually teach the C in school because Pascal is an outdated language. So I'll advise you to take C. But if you are good in Pascal, you can also work with Pascal. So we are going to be working with C in this video. So they say launch either a C or Pascal programming developed environment and key in. I told you that key means type, and key in the corresponding program. Compile, then run the program. Compile the program. If errors, keep correcting and compile until all the errors are corrected. Save the tags as tax3. So so the idea is for C to run C programs. You can either use def C, or you can use code block. So you come to the start menu, you search if def C is present in your machine, you type def. If it's present, you use, but if it's not present, you try code block. So here we use def C. So I open my def C, it's opening, and then I type in all that. So this is it, I've retyped. So that's all about that. We'll go to the next. They say we should correct errors. They say we should run and compile. We should compile and run and correct the errors. So to compile, we'll compile here. This compile here. The first one is compile. So when I click, they should tell me that there's an error. Yes, because here the int and I need to have a space. So I need to leave a space between them. Then I run. So that's actually all the problem in the code. So now it has compiled. I have no error, no warning. So now I can run the code. So I've run, and that's the output. So that's good. Let's go back to our question. They say run the program and observe the output. Write the output in the space below. So they say when we run this, we write this output. We copy everything that is here like that. From here up to here, we don't copy this one down here, just this. We copy all this in our answer booklet. We copy it in this space provided. Now they say explain what the program is designed to do. So to explain it, just go to your output. You can look. You are saying for 1, 2, 3, it multiplies by 2. But when you reach 4, 5, 6, it adds 2. So here this program multiply numbers from 1 to 3 by 2, and it also adds numbers from 4 up to 6 by 2, and now displays the result. So that's all what the program does. We'll move back to the question. Which programming construct used in the program are denoted by the keywords if and for? Briefly explain how they function. So here they want to explain us how the if statement function. So here if takes in a condition, and if that condition is true, it follows some certain instruction under that condition. But if it's not true, it does the false of the condition. Why for? For it is a loop that runs many times for a certain criteria, for a certain range. Like in our case, we're running from 1 up to 6. We're repeating the same procedure from 1 up to 6. Then it's also to save our work as tax3 and print the tax. So to save your work, you come to file, you take save as, then you browse to go to your candidate folder, which you find the desktop. You look for your candidate folder. Here's it. And then this will save it as tax3. Then I click. So don't forget always to take here a C source file, and then click on save. So we have saved it. Then now we'll print our work. To print is also Control P. But here we'll not go. What we do here is we'll make a screen capture. To make a screen capture, we'll press Control Print Screen. We'll press Control Print Screen. And then we'll go to a Word document. Open a Word blank document, and we'll press Control V. Oh, it doesn't copy. Let's do it back. Let me open back my code. It's unlocked. I press the button by error. That's tax3. So we press Control Print Screen. We have copied the screen. We'll come to a Word document and press Control V. So here's it. Then now, once to print this, we just press Control P. It prints if our machine is connected to a printer. But if our machine is not connected to a printer, we'll just save this. And when the examiner will come, he'll collect it in the USB key and go and print it for us. So that was all about June 2019, Group 3. paper 3 O level. So computer science is not difficult, it's very easy, just for you to practice. So please, if you learned something new on this video, please subscribe, share it with your friends, like, and if you have any comments, you can drop the comments down the comment section. The link to the question paper, it is on the description part of this video. Thanks for watching.